So sweet. Napiga na simu. Zimbabwe. Senhor, menos de link, senhor. Logo pino. Links. Eu raci muito, da minha esquerda. Apa link? Zimbabwe yanaka. Yes, mkumatunda. Zimbabwe yanaka. Idi tora mdara mawere with advisor wako. Right. That's step number 1. Number 2, Mama Tilda. One Mama Tilda, what is man juice? Yes, Green Valley. Mama assorted sweets. Yeah. Mama Tilda, look at Mamma. Look when you. Okay. That's Baba Masango about the Asha. I could took on the as no shine. I was shining on you came as a guy. I'm not guy with you on your Basilian because you want a guy. I'm going to came at you. I'm not so. South Africa una wagwenda South Africa una onyenga nakuze Malema Julius Malema kuna mtu wa Malema kuona zwakuita mpostura na kuyo nakufundira Malema nasi nakufundira EFF uona mna la Barcelona South Africa Malema bakubvunza kuti unopenge tango Barcelona ku Zimbabwe saba Zimbabwe wana kwenda tanita niye kujairira bali chali sokujairira time up Zimbabwe nakambopone akandifundira maZimbabwe ndo bribe akandifundira last week wa Zimbabwe autoroke swere ko Australia la iwe ndizo mafani ku Australia jewe shongara ukuthi ukufundira yini nani ukuthi be respect lo utakurunga swini ita mari mkuba masika ndidi mari yacho ndidi ya raupi ndiko kuyenda hapi ndiana uyo private number low.
Yo, what's up, Benzi?
Hey, Dianu, caller, what? Identify yourself.
My name is Benzi 2.
Benzi 2?
Yes.
How are you, Benzi 2?
I was just fixing the country. I was fixing the country in Mafira Kurewa. Did you hear the breaking news?
Tell me about it, my darling.
Sammy Joe collided with Boeing 777 and received several uppercuts the whole day. She is now in an intensive care unit and the condition is critical. And you know, kuti condition is critical. Dr.
Sabina, I remember Parwara Mandela Zuma Kangoti. Tata is in a critical but stable condition. It's a critical. Tata is in a critical but stable condition. Conflict is critical but stable.
Chibara cheche iwono zviziva baba asisa nyaya dzimwe dzinhu dzatinotaura feeling like che hatitaurwe pano uri kunzwa but chimufana ichocho ka chisami joka chauda kutondudza nezvevana vako ndikati fuck off ndonovatora iwo kuke wega iwe
ukati Facebook ndedi
iwe Facebook iri kunaka kani
ndedi atasota atapindi Zimbabwe naka taisota.
How have you been fixing the country?
Dandiri mo ndikurwa like atakataura pa ndakurwa ku national interest iwo ungopesa pa Facebook pacho right so ndanyora tsamba dzangu ndaramna ngagotora mawere andika mawere umisa pa advisor pake mem nanga kutisa tiudo kwa mem nanga kwa right
yes
foundation takutora vana murodi vana comfort vana mele takwadzosa kumusha ini rufene ngoma rufene ko tomisa pa permanent secretary pa information ana Nick Mangwana uya kupika ke shift Nick Mangwana atadza basa ini rufene ko tamutora kudaro right then parade hospital yacho to right mem nanga kwa because do first lady sata takupfekeza mai wedu matakuwapfekeza peka takuhedha na melania manje takutora pawa kuna na melania the first lady anu box baba mem nangago ariko ina nanti jini vari pa standby Loveless gogo Loveless vari pa standby that Loveless anti jeni na meli vashandi na mem nangago vane kuZimbabwe kuti
okay saka gogo Loveless vanenge vari minister of health
no ari kuenda ku first lady office ari kuenda ambassador chete akamirira America side
first lady
mem nangago
okay
ari kushanda office ya mem nangago.
Yeah, but on a serious note, you're trying to bring unity, innit?
Yeah, I accept that we of all messed up. Number one, Mugabe was a leader. He messed up. Then they also messed up. Nesu took about 3 passes. Even I got to a passport yake. I got to a true corruption passport. I got to miss up test. Time to do that.
Right.
Oh, that's only way we can fix it. Right, Tommy. Facebook, I can say. You don't start about Facebook. I can say.
I report, like I told you, the breaking news with Summit Joe received several uppercuts today, you know. I think I got in the estimate, and that was a person that would have been in Denmark, and my fear could have got you. Look at you and the locals here. You out on Brazil in the Rose, Yamafira could have Summit Joe. Namuta, you and the Rose, Yakuti, Urimurume, but Umbo, Rakumbori, Tama feminine side. I want to go Chaira type. Yeah, I was a condition. So it's also Tirivana Ramboka. No retreat, no surrender. No retreat, no surrender, nothing to lose. To my parents, it was my own to a picture a mandla here. Picture churungu.
Sabina. What you just say? What you just cut a network? Uribe, Jaura. Another Jaura.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
I want to go out and Chaira Kumafira Kurevo. So many on picture a mandla way. That was their last straw. Manja was and done Zimbabwe.
Just I only go for pork. I
only go for pork. What did you picture? Chavakata, Kumafira Kureva, Shakarabasa, in Narabasa, one. Never just put out in Diana Katora picture. It
was you.
No, it wasn't me because my hands, you can see them. Kapunto in Diana Katora picture and Papa no Sekes and the Millie Mark, somewhere Miss G. Saka ivo vari kutofara nepicture yekwamandla ndakana basa nazvo izvo ini ndatopedza ndavagredha vabho
ona video ro episode nyanyara singiri ona video ro episode
iwe kuinda wanga kawandisa imbwa musoro
abanzi ndapedza this video I'm going to the court yaseka izakata musoro wake yaseka ngakubana
unoze nandichoka
apa video yati kuna mawere ukaseka zvakomana ine mutura mugaro wangu ndanga kwadziwa karo achi ame lawyer divine map yaseka sike
unoze imbwa yangu kainonzi male sigi male nandichitsvaga the whole day ndazoiona iri pafacebook musoro memusikana wako kauya ndaseka ana umbonzwa kana content yachanga ichibhohwa anyway
apa mzara mawere akuti Simba the lawyers sued you in Australia. Are you okay? They're on bomb there. Right? And then I asked lawyer. That's all now.
Yeah, but you good, Jaco.
He's up in the case at J3. If I can do that, Zimbabwe can also do it.
Yeah, but you need to be patient, Masimba. Rome was not built in a day. We're dealing with evil people.
No, I want
and other people, but we're dealing with things that it's very hard. Like I said, Rome was not built in a day. So take your time. You can do it once a week if you want. You can do it once every month if you want. You know, take your time. Yeah. Don't forget what Ian Smith said. In 1,000 years.
Sabina mira signora guarda c'è quelli che mette signora per passare qua. Ora un ciao così. Ciao.
Signora, I love him very much. Ndoda zvisingave kutei. Aiwa maZimbabweans popatiri panapa mune benzi 1 nebenzi 2. Ndanga ndichicleana kumafira kureva kwekwe kaSami Joe. Kakunzi kaSami Jongwe. Karohwa neBoeing 777.
Boeing ndege sokutamba nayo Boeing 777.
Aite Boeing.
Simunocheka dzimwe
Vapinde here sekuru.
vari kuya ziva havanovaziva kana kutaura kasiva
Vari boss zvekuti sekuru. Yeah. Masimba. I love you my brother.
I love you. Ai handikudewa ida murume wakusadei.
Wataura usiri kufunga ka.
Ida murume wakusadei nini.
I love you. I've got love for a brother, love for a husband, and love for a child, and love for a friend. Love for a neighbor, and love for a dog.
Sabina, uchine love iriwo. Mnakadana pita ndo. Na chiyangwa. Sabina unopenge.
Insha chiyangwa ndisini. Namene zvautaura. You will be sued, iwe.
Sabina, watere tisho ya Tilda maZimbabwe wako ichahasha azana kuyuka nzima. Ari kushupika vakanyimwa mari kamaZimbabwe UK. Azana yuka ari kushupika.
Kwavakadi kuyozogadzirisa face yangu naye. I was waiting.
Yako mana, gadzire Sabina.
Yeah, side face. But
Sio ya batiki. Aida kunitsa la upida acha batiki simbo.
Ndiye kwavari seiko sisi Tilda.
Nakwesa kwame mnangagwa ashabarika. Izo apika the way akachendela show yake akakubvunza ma questions manje apika manje. Apika now. I was trying to show hey uze angachijairirwa sikedi nematsotsa angachijairirwa sikedi. Ayo apika. But ayo ngani vese kustatus mama Tilda. Lokwawo.
Saka zviri kutaurwa nemafira kureva izvozvo. Kuti sometimes Sabina iwe uri kufarira sisimeli, sometimes ofo wavatsura kana kuvatuka. It's like you and Tilda.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Ativenge munhu.
Ativenge munhu dausa munhu panzvimbo yake chete.
Exactly.
Unosina honye.
Unoziva ka the Zimbabwean community ka one thing I've realized ka tinoda manyepo too much and we want to believe in the lies that we are hearing.
Not with him koma mazima wadizo na Sabina chidizo zozo. That's very straight. Olinda manje ka ndaka stretch akapa kwa mnangagwa kari kuti koma mazima bandiraza ta anoka ndigilo chili chikalopenga anaka ndigilo.
Olinda upi chimoko chako checha chine numbu.
Ayo Olinda wedu ka chapeo. Setup kwa mnangagwa hapo kapa. Amo kama setup kwa mnangagwa.
Okay. Ini ndoda kuenga around kumatenda kwekwe nana say weakness.
Napika Loveness na DJ nina sisimili naona pika na Tilda iye na muskirecha.
Good. Vaise kuri steady. Ini ndise kunana say weakness nana ginimbi kwekwe. Cause inini ka ini ndida ungodhila kunge Queen Latifah unoziya ka ndida ungorova zvima high rider zvesvo handidi zvezvo kusuppress kwa too much.
Anzi yesibenzi wamorezi kwa Sabina.
Ndamorezi pana niko baba Mandela vaenda nefoni yavo.
Anzi yesibenzi tu. Mwisho kuna crochita. Na crochita maarufu.
Tinashusha kani. Nasi Facebook naishusha. Unoze pane kubo kushusha kuona soti nasi ndanasoguta nekushusha.
Ndakona kana Sabina unona moto. Ndakona hangu ndaona moto.
Sami Joe atinakidza nasi. Little does Sami Joe
tokuziva kuti ndiwani. Sabina masimba ndiwani. Tokuziva saka ucha stage, wacha mudiki patiri, wacha mudiki.
Ndinana uyo. Ndamuudza ma 0.3. Ndamuudza ma 0.3.
Sabina hosted debate na senior alipana para kuita debate now. The best of 3 points. Anaka wina the first 3 points are winner. Senior welcome to
Senior mzukuru wemzungu.
Senior.
Welcome, Kwasha.
Sabina, hosted debate na senior.
Welcome.
Yeah, Sabina,
Yes,
I'm okay. What is your spirit telling you to tell us?
And this is right. Zimbabwe, a lot of people are talking about organizing this and that, trying to fix what they don't know. Everywhere you go, people are trying to do whatever they are trying to do at Ajibude. And and I am in the drive. That Taurate is, I'm in motion. How
Sekuita
is
ubiwa
it?
nani Zimbabwe?
Something I've observed. Go to any life now. People are talking about what is happening is Zimbabwe haina zvirema, ine vanhu vane pfungwa dzakakwana. People know what they want. They know who can lead. They know who can run the economy. Izvo kurongerwa magovernment ane agenda awa hazvibude. It will work, but it won't work. It will work, but it won't work. Arrangement tikuitwa tikuze vanhu ngavabatane toda kudai. Where were they all this time?
Sekuru, can I stop you there? My spirit directed
Yes.
me to go and watch my ex-boyfriend, Opo Chingonoka. And he was talking about Zimbabwe Life Matters, and he spoke to SABC and saying Zimbabwe Life Matters. Do you know what my spirit said? But how come
Yeah.
Arkuona Masimba, but Arkumupfura? Masimba is the Zimbabwean Life Matters, is the reflection of how most of us Zimbabweans are suffering. Of course, inini ndapanenge parinani mapepa ari kuti achita right and everything. Okay? I don't understand how Hopo Chingono is not seen Masimba for his Zimbabwe Life Matters. Please, Sekuru, I beg you. Can you please answer me there?
You know, I'm going to say things eloquently and without fear. And I hope we'll lie. I'm a pawn. You know a pawn? You know a pawn? You know,
Go ahead, Sekuru. Explain to us. We are your onions.
Yeah.
Fry us.
Madabu. Right. Hopewell Chingono, Nick Mangwana, isem club yevanhu vakadhampwa kudiaspora resystem. Vakapesa vambavha. Some of them were absorbed by the international systems, the foreign systems. And the Hope is one of them. Tirikuzviziva. The guy Tirikuzviziva, my own central intelligence knows that. Just to put you in the picture, andinoona pane vanhu vari mamawindi, unoziva mawindi. Ukaona vachidhonzerana vachibvarurana hembe pabus stop, uchafunga kuti vacharwa. But just watch them walk home. You see them sharing skirt per bottle store or per bar. But guess what? Umwe munhu anakaita sasinyoro akangwarisa munoungana voti pachaita fight, andopfuura zvake kuti aiwawo hapana zviri papo. Vanhu vamwe chete. We are sick and tired of fake people who are now talking unity. As you rightfully say, ratio of 20 to 15 million. What is it? 20 people lives, 20 lives to 15, 16 million Zimbabweans. Why would Hopewell cry for 20 vakaiswa pamasanction?
What you mean is crying for 20?
This is the reason why I'm here on this platform now, to talk to Masimba, so that I don't preempt him. I want him to introduce Nyayake.
It's a dialogue. When you say Kuti Hopo is fighting for 20 people, what do you mean? I thought he was fighting for Zimbabwe Life Matters, which are Masimba and me.
I don't think so. all I can say is hashtag #VhuraMaziso. In a couple of months we'll be talking.
Signora anowanza madimikira. Akugira kuti kudisa chizini mko actors.
No, Masimba. Masimba. Let me draw your attention.
Thank you, Signor. Go ahead.
Let me draw your attention, Masimba. Masimba, let me draw your attention. The reason why I'm here. Topic yakanaka chaizo. But in any way, let's be serious. When we are talking about Zimbabwe right now, don't be some jokes aside. Don't respect us. I want to respect your views. Hear my views. I heard you are talking about Ramawere being in Zimbabwe. I don't want to preempt. Can we talk about it and understand what is happening?
But Sekuri, mimi ndakazokutrasta zvimwe zvinhu zvamakataura about Amawere, because the way he treated Joshua Maponga, it's as if he didn't want any resolutions to Zimbabwe.
Hashtag #VhuraMaziso. So Masimba,
kuita kunge vanoshandira the reigning party. How can you be against Joshua Maponga on that personal level? How can you be against Joshua Maponga on that personal level when Joshua Maponga is just trying to come and share part of his solution, just like every other Zimbabwean was trying to look for a solution? And Joshua Maponga is respected in his own community. But my question is I'm asking throughout, why did Amawere, with such kind of an eloquent man, speak to Joshua Maponga, who is looking for answers for Zimbabwe in such a derogatory way? I didn't understand why, yet we're trying to come together and build a tangible, positive objection or objective to Zimbabwe. Please, Sekuru, can you answer me there?
I would answer you this way, Masimba. He said, Ndakawachishwa na Mawere. I want to challenge Mawere. Just a teaser to that. Mawere is a regime apologist. Mawere is a regime apologist. Any regime apologist will not support any cause that suggests that black people want to be who they are and lead themselves not to continue being led by foreign systems. Anybody who attacks somebody who is saying no to foreign systems, and that's exactly what was happening. Joshua was talking about, let's change our mindset. That's the good panapa is to akataura akati kana chikaranga uchagona kutaura iwewe. Chirungu chaunosvisvina chino chinokukanganisa. Chati chokwadi chemahara. Ndochakamurwadza. Ukaona munhu akatuka munhu paconversation. Kureva kuti chi? Chokwadi chapinda pamuongo. There is the bone, there is the flesh, there is the bone, there is muongo, right in the inner core. That's what I think. Maponga hit the nerve. Straight to the point. With my hero systems, akazara musoro. If you hear munhu achitaura kuti hasi anongori mango, sina branch. I'm just a person offering to lose their identity.
But on the point of order,
there's a problem there.
Okay, go ahead.
And those are the issues that Maponga was trying to address. But we cannot say you're just nobody.
Iwe Masimba iwe kana uchihosta iwewe ka unodhasharara unasosiya munhu achitaura. Why can't I let Signor speak?
Okay, no. I'm not going to point of order. I want to go ahead.
Go ahead, Sekuru.
You know, I just wanted to say with Masimba's blessings, because I don't want to hijack, but azinzwa nawe pane munhu andidira pombi yemvura saka hanzibvunzai mukwasha takubvunza mukwasha Masimba zviri kufamba sei pana unzwa kudaurwa munhu wacho hakufara
Go ahead, Mkoma Masimba, Baba Ziza.
Pana andibira pombi yemvura handinoziva Jafreza kaneta nevanhu vanoti anzi aba nyama ndiani kungonongedzerana vanhu varipo masikati majoni Masimba
varipo in the Zimbabwe community sekuru kwedu kuchirungu ukaba nyama unonzi ndiwe waba nyama munoziva kumaZimbabweans we go around the bush zvimwe zvinoshota so you know I'm running out of patience. Unoona rimwe ka richisapota kumwe kunhu ona ombofunga kuti uyu ane intelligence omuona rakumwe rakulika asi oroona rakumwe raprofessor oroona unoziva ka it's just a mishmash.
Debbie ndibozisa yomukabo
muri kuona part of rudeness yaMasimba asi kuziva kuti ari kutaura nevanhu vakuru futi ari pafoni.
Why? What do you want?
Achavati anoziva here anogodzira tinomuvatisa zvikanetsa
bapu rehuku papfara ngehuku iri kuurayiwa.
You can call them and pay online.
But Mkoma Masimba yedu ndiyo Zimbabwe Life Matters. Ndiyo fesi yacho iyo sekuru. Am I lying?
Okay. Thank you. I'll call you back. Never show.
Ndo maline acho ya.
Names redu.
Maline acho.
Kachingosvika kuHarare Masimba kari kufanwa namuna kakwa straight away. Kachinojoina hope.
Okay, Sabina. I want to put my presentation. You remember, I'm going to Senor any problem one, Sabina. I will explain why.
Munumkura, without any problem. Try to watch your tone.
Any challenge one. Challenge now. This book has to accept that I'm the author, I'm the boss, and I'm in charge. So, Maponga, Namawere, Senor Agoneri show. I produced the show. I'm the producer with that show I got on. Right? So he's ignoring me. He's not asking me questions. What was the agenda? Right? Can you see, Sabina? People, they make conclusions.
No, I'm not ignoring you.
Look at him. Interrupting me. Look at him.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. I didn't talk to you about anybody, about the book. I've been asking through you, can you please address us?
I'm
waiting for you to introduce.
Sekuru Signor, amusikuona kuti mimi kuact.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Baba, Sekuru Signor, amusikuona kuti mimi kuact kwana baba Ziza. Zvinoreva kuti ndapererwa. Tiri tu tisu real guardian angels ake uyu. Raymond Makunde akasarenda. Rasi vakatiza. Zimbabwe inotiza sekuru imi.
So Masimba, maybe can you give us the introduction? Kasika upanamba pamushapebenzi. Tikire nyaya iri pasi.
Tinotenda, Senor maita mubvunzo wakanaka, right? Ndini benzi 1. Uyanzi Sabina ndiye benzi number 2. Then vamwe wese muri mapenzi BhukuReBenzi kusara kwamawere chete. Okay? Now, panyaya amaponga vakandibata. Mbana wami ndikuna kuti mwana mudhara mawere. Sakamira sembano wami. Ndondiri soko maponga. Right? Dauta mawere, uda mawere andibatsire kui. Right? Now, panyaya amaponga, vakandibata. Mbana wami ndikuna kuti mwana mudhara mawere. Sakamira sembano wami. Ndondiri soko maponga esoko. Right? Dauta mawere. Dauta mawere andibatsire kui. Right? Dauta mawere, uda mawere andibatsire kui. kubuilda party yangu chindaratsiya chine knowledge ambi maponga mawere ndaziya so far amwirirani zvakutaura because idea yako yekuti iwewe da kuita go back kuchivanhu chedu mawere anoti it's history, this is 2020. Saka ipapa amwirirani, right? Saka be careful nema words ako. Mawere anobata word by word. Aiwa be careful mpano wami ndaronga shuo mdara tina Joshua ne party yake zvakanaka saka unondiita sei buta ronemi mawere banditi kutarini kuti kudii aiwa mdara ndiri kutodzidzirawo ka mentorship mukoma wangu ndakunyengerera mawere manje abva abvuma abva auya, right? Sho yatanga mawere ari kubvunza maponga iwewo maponga iwewo when Great Zimbabwe was built you were not there, right? It's history. So don't talk about things don't gossip, talk about things baba wakazvarwa maponga iwewo. That was Mawere's first point. Maponga ati ndakabarwa ma 19 something ndakandira na mujiba. Mawere akati now you're talking now, that's you, that's what you know, that's what you saw, not what you read, right? Maponga akaita mistake one akati Mawere party yangu iri kutobatsira people like you because you are now a fugitive. Ndopakaita big mistake maponga. Mawere akati iwe I'm not a fugitive, I left Zimbabwe in 1980 something, 89, 88. I chose to go to South Africa, right? I've never been in Zimbabwe, so why are you calling me a fugitive? Ipapo manje maponga ndopakaita big blunder. Abata mdara akabati aiwa you cannot call me a fugitive, you don't even know me, you only know me based on newspapers, right? Then maponga realized the mistake baramba nyarara manje, right? Then Mawere to push that point ekuti mese mukuona palapa mese mimi noerenga ma newspaper, you know me through paper, no one knows me here, and ndachaka kubire mimi apana ndoziva, right? I was just in business. Obva apa example kuti Shabani Mashawamai naisi yangu muzukuru wangu, he was trying to teach us a lesson, but in Mawere I'm the owner we Africa Resources Limited, ndio yakavhura imwe company, ndio yakazovhurwa Shabani Mashawamai, right? Can you see now tapiwa lesson ngombepa baba kuti in Mawere yes company ndakavhura kutanga A yabara B yabara C, saka aipa structure kuti Shabani muzukuru wangu, right? Yes, of course dini, but in a legal way, and ndipo kana mapapers eShabani mine zitarangwa ripo kana if you go kana companies act yeZimbabwe and ndipo muShabani mine, you see now ndo zvakaitika ipapo siyo. Saka maponga called me akati mpano wami wakataura mdara goyo akapenga, I have learned a lesson. Maponga confirmed that he learned a lesson, right? Then what are you talking about siyo? What are you talking about now? You see Sabina pane power yangu Sabina ndinda project show yacho, right? Ndiri kuziya zvirikuitika ipapa. Maponga called me after mpana mdara kaipa, but I'm going to prepare for part 2. So Maponga is coming back again, so I'm waiting for Maponga to prepare. And Mawere, be very very careful, otherwise you make you state adi masidi points
but vamaponga vanomborova here hapli papli here.
Maponga is a motivational speaker, he's more on Bible, he's a preacher, pastor. Na Mawere
vanomborova hapli papli here.
Many people the point now Sabina. Mawere Sabina that way are easy, but you have to bring your facts. So senior now I don't see my facts Mawere, but I produce my facts as nobody weakness as senior, nobody crash on Mawere baba. So senior whenever is ready for my facts I can bring Mawere for him. Because Mawere I didn't
can I say something Mawere Masimba?
Sabina, that's my presentation. Sabina, you take over the host.
Okay, I hate you, Sekuru.
Can I say something, Masimba? Masimba, iwo senior unovaziva here iwo?
Senior ndinovaziva, pane zvandinoda pavari ndozvandinoziva, right?
Saka mento vako vanorambirei kuti vanozikamwa nevamwe vanhu pane zvavanoziva?
Anobva kuti munhu anondiziva, but anoti kundiziva kwamunoita mundiziva zvokuverenga papepa, right?
Pindura mubvunzo Masimba, wati iwewe problem yasinyoro ndeyakati I cannot repeat. Nawo ndakubvunza munhu wakanaka, unovaziva here sinyoro? Ukati ndinovaziva pane zvandinovaziva. Nyaya yatiri kutaura ndeye munhu anoti anoziva munhu nezvaanoziva. Munhu oramba kuti hapana munhu anondiziva iwo mentor wako wanoramba iwo uri kuti wewe saka wo uri kurasika pfungwa here pabhuku rebenzi kuti mentor wako wanoramba kuti havazivi kamwe nemunhu zvachose asi iwo uri kubvuma kuti unoziva munhu zvaunomuziva. I want you to clarify there. Ndidzidzo.
Thank you.
Okay. Mawere anoti iye after ana Mugabe vakashandisa inonzi propaganda kutanisha zita rangu. So munhu wese Simba kazhinji anoti anondiziva. Munhu iye ari kundiziva nezvaavaverenga munewspaper. But kana ndauya pano Simba ndoti ndipai mafacts ezvamakaverenga zvacho. Havana mafacts acho. Saka pano anondiziva ndozvada kureva. Saka abva andisira homework. Kana pata anokwanisa kundiziva kuti ndakakubira ndakaita segauye pano munhu iyeye nemafacts ake. Mundidaidza ndinouya. Munhu iye ndiri kumushaya nhasi apa. No one is coming to challenge Mawere. No one.
Ndombobvunza mubvunzo wani. Mawere ari kutadza here kuzvidhifenda iye. Why Mawere achiti hapana munhu anondiziva? Inini anotochema Mawere panapa. Anotochema, hey, Signoro, he says he knows me. Chitiudza kaMawere nezvako. How can I tell you you know everything? He can't be a crybaby like that. Why?
As if he doesn't want unity.
It's a fair statement if I want to be fair to him that, okay, tell us what happened. You don't want to tell us what happened. Simba. Right. Right. Let's check my last video. Nakati I wonder warara Mawere. Ndadzidza. Aiwa ndasingazivi kuti hamuna chokuita neSMM. Hamusi muzukuru, hamusi mwana weSMM. You know nothing. Chititaurirai imini tare. What is going on?
No, Sekuru, just take an example. Mugona Masimba ari kutaura nevamwe vanhu but ari kuhosta. That's a sign of rudeness. Apane mute. Tofana kuzvirova zvimagwati zvanhu Sekuru.
Now I ate my breakfast.
Let's go back to basics. Timfana ichida kutotijairira. Zvekuti ana vamwe vanhu but you can easily put mute. Isusu tosara tichitaura.
Ada kudzondwa nze zvake zvine basa. Zvangu hazvina basa.
Yes, exactly. Ignorance yacho. I'm only at peace, Sekuru, when I tell people what I perceive to be the truth. Because ndikareketa kuvaudza chokwadi ndinofa stress. The way we are talking right now, tikunzwa tumwe tuvarungu tirikutaura ngezvinonzi tuvarungu twacho tiri special for isusu.
Nai. Korono.
Ndo primitive vasingaziye.
Korono nyenye mkorono.
Nyenye. Imi Sekuru. Vanhu vakuvhaira nepisi mazuva ano. Istofhaira nepieces. Peace inonetsa kutenga Sekuru. Wisdom and peace are very expensive to find.
Yeah, wisdom and peace.
Yamasimba takamboita.
Masimba.
Signoro.
Anga achitinzwa Sekuru.
Chipindura zvaunga wachinzwa zvandabvunza.
Right. Mawere mdara wangu, teacher wangu. Okay? I'm not here. People like you, Signor, you claim you know me better. You know everything about me. Example, you, Signor, you. Right? Then he said then I was using you with him as a case study for the last 3 weeks. That's why I was talking about your name. It's an example. Because I was trying to find are corrupt. So I used you, Signor, as an example. Because you did business with Mawere before. Right? Then Mawere came here. I want to Signor, Mawere. Okay? Mawere nakumtora nakumisa kwa mnangago. ndokwano deserve ko mawere level yana UN yet katopedza nguwa pana pasiyo katari dzimwe nyaya pana Sabina pana brains amdara wedu ya Sabina katimise kwa mnanga kwa Sabina shambani anobatsira Zimbabwe mdara wedu right tatopedze pa pasiyo katari dzimwe nyaya otherwise we are wasting time
Masimba andisati ndambotaura namawere tinoita nyambo namawere ndati nini I am ready to talk to mawere
about what?
No, wait a minute. I'm saying disqualify your statement. Yekuti ndakaona hey zvikazodai ndikakundwa nam. I've never had a show na mawere. We have had,
do you want a show na mawere?
Different views. Hold on. I've had different views na mawere. So you cannot then say
okay,
mawere.
Okay,
I'm listening, Masimba. Dior kukata sekuru. Just let him speak.
Okay.
I've never had a show.
Thank you.
Mashow ako iwewe Masimba. Anonyorwa kunzi challenge. MM vis-a-vis so and so. I've never had any challenge only discussing Namawere. We have had different opinions and views, and he has tried hard to suppress my voice. Ndikamuudza kuti Wamawere mapesi kwa mtemo wakaipa chaizvo nehurumende. It may have done worse than the government of Zimbabwe to try and suppress voice ra Signoro kuisa act yemedia kuti hautaure pano. Ndakavabvunza, but because facts are stubborn, I'm using that as an example. Mawere is received very stubborn facts from Signoro, and it has agitated him. Nothing more, nothing less. I've never had a hard talk na Mawere. I'm just reminding you that your comment is misplaced. Kuti hey Mawere zvakazodai no tikaona kuti Signoro akundwa Mawere akaita business na Signoro. I didn't do business na Signoro. Urungotaura hausi kundibvunza but unoda kuti vanhu vabvunze. Imi hamusi kuti vanhu vakuudzei a bit about you, but imimi ndimine license, ndimine residence rekutaura nezvevamwe vanhu. None of you hamuzivi, hapana anoziva Signoro. I don't know myself, how can you know me? Pindura tinhu.
Kuita unge muri mucompetition. Kuita unge muri aiwa mira ndini kawandipa host. Ndisiye ndishowe matricks angu. Kuita unge muri mucompetition but isusu tiri mucooperation. Handizvo here seku?
Exactly. If you go back to the previous live, you always say let's build a community, but Signoro, go and start your own life. You've been saying it for a long time. Why? Because I provoked him. Your idea is C2C. I shared with you my great idea. People to people, business to business. I reminded him that because of the love of community, I am here, not to provoke you. But if you are now chasing me, and I am not saying this just because he has been saying it. Iwe Masimba, mentor wako contradictor so many times. Kutaiwa, there are many platforms. Go and start your life. Isn't that a contradiction of building a community together?
Because I'm not a sounder, Samawere vacho. Please carry on.
Iwewe mentees whatever weapons. Kana since hizo to build a community by the same voice. What does it mean then when the same voice is chasing people, restricting people, making people pay to speak?
Making people feel small and less.
So what is it that kufamba makadasharara kuti rimwe gumbo riri kuti community, let's build community. Rimwe gumbo riri kuti angafuni ugaekele bayai ruwai pasi. I want to know yakariwana tuku.
Maybe tisati tapa Masimba chance yekutaura kuti maviews akakwire because ari worried about maviews ake. Maybe Masimba is just being used as a guinea pig to just say to the Zimbabwean whoever took his SMM. Kutuona iwo spirit yao.
Inini Sabina sinyoro kakutara chinhu wanu shamwara kuna Sabina tinofamba nechokwadi right. Inini pandai mukufamba pataita paFacebook tichihedha vanhu takaona kuti munhu akubuda munzira ndomudzosa zvakangwara. Mawere Sabina Shamwari ndo ikamudhara kwatatanza kuhedha atori mudhara okuti ari clean right. Saka ndo patagumira pana Mawere. Saka Mawere ndo takutora takuenda naye kuZimbabwe musakuna Mnangagwa because ari clean ndo baba watu kutotsvaga kuti abatsire nyika yedu right. Ana senior uyu arapo ari kuti anyaya media act tomuti chidi pa V11 rekuti senior ndiwe wakaisirwa media act racho hana. Mawere anaro V11 rekuti mutemo record act wakaisirwa anaro V11
Masimba.
Okay, give Sekuru chance, Masimba. We're not in a rush. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Give Sekuru chance, please.
Usamedze usina kutsenga bvunza mubvunzo wenyarara hakuna kubvunza wozvipindura. I'm here. Usati senior tikavabvunza vanoti zvakati. Don't answer for me. Don't speak for me.
Okay, Chitaura, get to the point, Sekuru.
Arikuda kuita speak for me kuti senior ukavabvunza zvekuti vanodai. Why can't ask me a question Masimba if I've got a V11 ndikutaurire. Masimba.
Go ahead, Sekuru. Don't give him the chance. Go ahead.
V11 riri pano pa C2C. Openly, senior is not going to talk. I'm the reason why Mawere stopped sharing my links on live. I am the reason why Mawere stopped sharing my link per live. I am the reason. No V11 rachiroro.
Why do you think so, Sekuru? Just be very precise.
Yeah, because I provoked. I did put my teasers, which suggest volumes. You speak volumes. I know Mawere from 2017. That's what people don't know.
Okay, so what do you think is the relationship between Mutuma Mawere and Mukoma Masimba based on? Please be precise.
Masimba is a pawn.
And when you say a pawn, you mean?
I don't know. You remember Kapopa advert? Advert ke ZBC. Ke dada. Masimba arikushandiswa sedada. Se pawn.
Okay, can you give us a typical example?
He wants C2C to grow. He wants the pyramid to grow. And the senior agitated Mawere on that.
Okay. According to you, is it growing? Yeah. Is it growing?
It's not growing.
Why do you think so?
It failed and aborted the takeoff because there were too many contradictions. That the message is we want people to come together so we can build a community. And then before people are mobilized, during the mobilization process, right? There was this threat that Senior may want to expose me, and then an introduction of a fee, which created a lot of chaos. And again, people were questioning to say, ko signoro waanongodzi abhadhare ko vamwe zvikanzi aiwa vanouya panapa is by invitation. So there was a lot of confusion. I'm just giving one or two examples.
Saka Sekuru Senior, how many people do you think, when BhukuReBenzi started, how many people do you think paid to C2C? Estimation.
I'm very good at estimates. I think about 87.
87 people.
Yes.
And that's how much?
87. That's about
800 US. 800 US, is it? Or more?
No, about 3,200, 3.2.
3,200 Sekuru.
Yeah, because if you say 3 by 8 is 24.
So 3.2. Yeah. And where is this C2C? Where do we locate it? Is it a group? Is it a page?
All those things, when you launch something and you are not, and you are confused, BhukuReBenzi, all those questions were not addressed, and up to now they are not addressed. There's no location, there's no manifest, there's no vision, there's no mission, there's money collection.
Saka, how are the members who paid for that £30 being maintained, basically?
In fact, you are raising something. There's no, it's not it's one time is £30, the other time is 30 US. It's a whole lot of confusion under BhukuReBenzi.
And who does the money go to, according to your understanding?
It's a pyramid. It goes to the pawn. It goes to the pyramid king. It doesn't go to the community.
Okay, Sekuru, listen, maybe I'm dumb or I'm stupid or whatever, right? Let's say I've got $30 US right now, and I say I want to pay to this C2C. Do I enter a certain group, a private group in Messenger, or what?
Now, here's the thing. C2C, I was part of the founding members of C2C. What I mean by founding members, we started as a WhatsApp group. Masimba has his zero.
And
Now,
which year was that?
2018.
Okay, go ahead.
And then the idea developed. I don't want to lie. I did not do much. I did not contribute much, but time WhatsApp group. And then 2020, it was born. The idea now was born and distinctly named C2C. So it's not a new baby. It's a born again baby. Now, there was a lot of excitement where the thing was launched. Isina is easily packaged. There's no payment platform. There are no links like you are saying. Where do you go to do what? Inenge yekuudzana muzhere moudzana udzana kuti vai pano moudza like Masimba, that's what he's do. Kuudzana udzana ongoudzana
Okay,
vanhu
please, sorry about that. I'll come back to you in a jiff, yeah. Masimba, what method of payment are you using for C2C if I want to make a payment?
It's an online application.
Okay.
What is online application? Method of payment is the question.
Be precise.
It's you use Visa card.
So what?
Use Visa card or credit card.
Okay. So let's say if I pay, right? If I pay, do you take me to another private group like a Zoom where we speak the 30 of us?
No. Hey.
What is the package of the 30 US dollars? What do I benefit from that?
Okay. Now, C2C, yeah, yeah.
We can't hear. I think there's a noise somewhere.
atanga mabasa ake.
Masimba?
Hello, Sabina.
Yes.
Sabina. C2C, the idea ya mawele. BhukuReBenzi, ibhukura mkoma Masimba. Vano tu wasangana.
I've just asked you. I didn't ask where they met. I said when I pay for my 30 US dollars, yeah, do you put me in a private group where I meet the other members like Zoom, private StreamYard, or Team? You know, do you put me on level 2? What is the package or what are the benefits, the packages of being a member?
Can I answer you with this explanation? Can I answer
Go
one
ahead.
question for everybody? C2C idea that I'm aware of. BhukuReBenzi that I'm talking about. In BhukuReBenzi, I'm charging subscription of $30 a year. That's me. But this $30 is coming in a package. Even I'm aware of C2C. Right? So when you pay $30 for BhukuReBenzi, you are supporting me. The broadcasting I do to Dubai. Right? I'm being fair here. I only charge $30. But on that $30 you have a direct BhukuReBenzi. I'm also telling you, now you got access to welcome to C2C. So yes, Sabina, ukapata $30 yako, ukisa mpuye wana ukapata mali. Then BhukuReBenzi, it means what? You call Masimba, pambene BhukuReBenzi. Ukisapota BhukuReBenzi. Some people are stealing they're stealing from me.
So how many people have paid so far before we get back to Uncle Senior? How many people have paid C2? No, not BhukuReBenzi. The whole of C2C as an organization.
Nearly about 300 people now.
Okay, what about BhukuReBenzi?
BhukuReBenzi is 15, upper 15, I think.
Saka 300 people. So where can I meet these 300 people?
When you pay your money, you go to their WhatsApp power, Facebook zao. Yeah.
Saka WhatsApp yacho inonzani?
C2C.
Okay, saka ndeine vanhu 300 vanombouya zvavo pafacebook here paC2C kuti tinasoona mabasa acho. Say what? Matichiana kunzwa papa. Okay, thank you very much, Mkoma Masimba. Signora, can you please carry on?
Masimba akutoti pakabasa rekunzisa marketing. You do not sell a product when you don't have a product knowledge.
I'm selling BhukuReBenzi.
No, please give Signora the chance to speak. You've had your chance, and I think we've had enough of you for now.
You have been eloquent.
No, please leave Signora to speak. I'm the speaker. Okay, saka chingonyarara iwewe Julius Malema, please. Say, please speak.
You have been speaking eloquently about C2C. You are known to be the marketing director of C2C. You have been used again as advertising a pawn to say, where did you meet this one? Who introduced you to C2C? It's Masimba. You are the marketing pawn, C2C. So you cannot say then you are not selling C2C. You are selling to BhukuReBenzi. And the senior is not saying things from his head. It's all over the board, all over the show, that you are selling product C2C. So the question is, how on earth do you sell a product? How do you market a product when you don't have product knowledge?
Senior, are you trying to say that it's as good as they're selling air?
Masimba is distancing himself that he doesn't know much about C2C. when
Have
we
you
all
seen
know he's
how
been
he
talking about,
distanced himself for the past 2 minutes like he's never distanced himself before?
he's saying I don't know much about C2C in data BhukuReBenzi. Vane
Okay,
ma
go
WhatsApp
ahead,
group
Sekuru.
avo,
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
vane ma WhatsApp group avo, nemachi, because you are trying to find out from him. Kondinopinda say, he say ina handizive C2C ndiye mawere. So I'm asking him, hello, you are busy selling a product. How on earth do you sell a product when you don't have a product knowledge? How do you do that?
Yes, I'm here.
And the Visa is not a payment platform. They don't have a payment platform. And you know how I got to find out?
Yeah,
It's now there, but pataine songs badara itatakanyarara.
yeah.
Takapiwa vision. You know science vision. Mascat machena. Ichitorongwa platform. Vachitotesta. Poya panapa ninga. One day deliberately I provoked kuti kowana Natasha asati vabhadhara one. Akapenga mawere zvikadza, Signoro, you have got outdated information. Hey, you are talking about in the morning. He has since paid. Haana kuziziva ndazviziva sei. Pese painzi vanhu vabhadhara. Hapana paya manyepo. Umwe akatouya pano akataura kuti inini ndine mari yangu wakomana. Ndiri kubhadhara saka ndoita sei? Hamusati maredi. Hamene kuti anga akanganwe. Akatotengesa best. Akataura kuti ndine 30 pounds.
Parisina kunzwisisa Sekuru ka. Ndepekuti inini ndine $30 yangu nevamwe vanhu vandaida kubhadharawo futi. Pana asiri kunzwisisa kuti what is the package. Munoziva ka zvakafanana kana uchibhadhara insurance yembwa. Unoudzwa kunzi pa 15 pounds iyi imbwa yako inogona kugerwa nzara after 6 months yogurumwa yoitwa injection. Apa handina kuudzwa kana 1 benefit rangu. Are you still there?
I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead. Handina kunzwa package yangu, but yembwa insurance unopiwa zvese. Are you still there, Sekuru?
I'm saying your question, you are so provocative. I'm just laughing, you know, kuti, what are the benefits? That's your question. It reminds me, one of the marketing gimmicks, the C2C in there, kuti, you know, you get to know many people, you get to, you know, a chance to come and present your program on this platform. And I've never seen you know, you asked something relating to that. I've never seen anyone presenting anything. Kundotengesa huku ndiri kwamutare chichichi. Empty promises. Our Mavi 11 kama simba pindura tinzo. Because that is an attraction packaged on the $30.
Kama simba katiza kudhara.
Katiza. Asi kanoti Signora hana nyaya. Katiza akachakwanisa kupindura manje. And all I'm saying is you are asking a very critical question. What are the packages? This one of the things that was mentioned, that you get a chance to be on the platform and do whatever. Pane vandakaona vaingomira havachauye mazuva.
Vakatiza havana tendesi, havatiza tapano
Aiwa kwete
pamasimba.
vana tendesi. Vana
He's a good lad.
Wellington ndiri kumutaura because takanetsana akandita benzi panapa inini. maenda akumuseka paBhukuReBenzi achamuoni kana zvisina kutosvorana namawere amhene koko pandotiza ndakati muchatosvorana panapa ngada kushandisa zita reZimbabwe kuita mari munokuwara munokotsira.
But Sekuru, on a serious note, and on a spiritual understanding between me and you, take your time. Okay?
Yeah.
We could achieve what we are thinking of in 20 years' time. That's all I can tell you. With what I've researched.
Sabina. Yeah. Takagara pakakona, takagara pasi, so takagara pakakona zviri panapa. Kakona kedu panapa, kanoti kona.
Yeah,
right. Sabina, name me one more project Sabina Samarika. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry signor, ndabubuda mutopic. Sabina, madzibaba masango azviite kuti aende kuSouth Africa. You have to make news. Azviite kuti madzibaba aende kuSouth Africa. Anongodyira mari vana vari kuZimbabwe mari dzawo vada kuvabatsira nei?
Ko ngavadyiwe ka?
Aiwa, Sabina, aiwa, atibvumire zvakadaro.
Why are you stopping his hustle? Why are you stopping his hustle? Listen, it's a choice. If you want to
but now,
go ahead.
Yeah, anyway, Signora Adona, as well as again.
Adona was not Papa.
Signora, Haneshunguna Mawiri.
Masimba, when it comes to Nganga, listen, you don't put that in a prophetical way. When it comes to Nganga, guys, it's a hustle. It's a hustle, okay? Guys, I had a revelation. Revelation was last night. I've got my account and no shandiso zvangu for my own personal education purposes. Do you know varungu ma psychics kuzara kwavakaita here maZimbabweans? I'm not being funny. Mwari ninika akataura neni nezuro. People have a choice. People have a choice if they want to do ritual murder. Kana vachingosungwa nemutemo, vanongosungwa nemutemo. But they've got a choice. You actually have a choice even to kill somebody. But it's the consequences. Saka zvekuda kuti Tilda anosapota Nganga. It's a choice yevanhu vari kutengeserwa zvinhu zvacho izvozvo. Okay? Kuvarungu vari kuita kuba, guys. Ininika ndainasokudza zvenyu vana Godipa nana 1873. Amai Mandela vauya kuipa. Ini ndoda kunotenga matarot cards angu aya. Ndatenga matarot cards angu aya. Ndostarta kakosi kacho paYouTube kana ndobhadhira £50 yekuverenga zvimakadzi zviye. Ndouya pano paFacebook ndogara ndichingoti, if you want me to read for you, pay $5. Let me tell you something. People are gullible. Please record zvinhu zvandiri kutaura izvi. Because muchaona mai Mandela ndakuhaslawo. Okay? People have a choice. Kauda kuenda kuNganga, zviri kwauri. Kauda kuenda kuChristianity, zviri kwauri. Kauda kuenda kuMuslim, zviri kwauri. That is it. Amasanga, Apostle Masanga, or whoever that guy is, he's hustling off foot. Muda kuti vana vake vafe nenzara. Who was ever rich without cheating, including inini, Amai Mandela. Kuti ndite mapepa muno muEngland, ndakatombotanga ndaba ndisati ndaita mapepa. Saka I'm saying I'm rich pakuti I know my future. Anditika, not financially, but because I know my future, I cheated. Ndichiziva future yangu iyoyo. Saka who am I kuti ndistope Masango? Who am I kuti ndistope Tilda wacho? Who am I? Who are we? Kana ivo varungu vacho vari kuba psychic reading $5 psychic reading $5 kauda kuverengerwa love life yako another $10 kauda kuverengerwa future yako career $20 ndoda unozvitenga zvimakadzi zvezvi because utaura chokwadi ame personal trainer ka pandinouya ndichiudza vanhu kuti ndinorapa blood pressure and heart problems and everything they don't take me serious vanotonoona kunge ndiri kutopenga ende zvinondibhowa mufunge zvisingaite. And I want to tell you something guys, zvakataurwa naIan Smith kuti if I give up Rhodesia not in 1,000 years, I'm not saying kuti in 1,000 years, but the way we are going, the way we are so separated, divide and conquer, it will be so hard kuti vana veZimbabwe vafunge pamwe chete. Zimbabwe is just turning into America basically. Okay, mazvekuda. Okay, uyu anoita zvake, uyu anoita zvake, uyu anoita zvake. Zverestore order izvi zvinoitwa namukoma waSimba ka handifungi kuti zvichashanda. Even amawere vacho vatinotaura kuti vari intelligent ka handifungi kuti is that intelligent futi, because vatori nevanhuwo vavo vanova-ataka. Everybody knows everything and nothing gets done. Ini zvandakukudzai, be selfish. I've been here for 2 years in the Zimbabwean community. I've done my research. Be selfish. Siyana nezveFacebook izvi, if the truth be said. Isana mai Mandela takashanda kudhara kaisi. Takachokwadi. Siyana nezveFacebook izvi. Hapana Zimbabwe kuti ichachinjwa neFacebook. Haimbofa yakachinjwa neFacebook. I'll tell you the truth. It doesn't matter kuti uri kuwana 10,000 views. Mina ndikudzai chokwadi ka. Makaona kakunzi uyu anonzi aniko uyu zuva chimunin'ina changu ichi handiti chakaita 1 million views. Ndatozonyora kainini mai Mandela ndikati imi pari kunyorwa kunzi 1 million reached apa, ponyorwa kunzi 1,000 comments, ponyorwa kunzi 6,000 likes. It's not tallying. 1.7 million cannot tally ne 1,000 comments. Who are you fooling? Panapa. And then zvimakabiasi zvisina kustudy journalism zvonyora iko kuZimbabwe kuti Zuva has done a successful business chi kuti aite 1.7 million reached. It's because akabhadhara that particular post and akarohwa mari at least 150 US. Handisi kuseka Zuva, ihasou yake futi. But chandinoda kutaura ndechekuti hapana chatichabuda nacho pano semaZimbabweans. One, healthy wise. Secondly, financial conclusions in regard to the economy of Zimbabwe. Because per 1.7 million reached vanhu vakatengwa naZuva, only a few are going to give you a return. Saka pa 1.7 million, the real people vachatenga iwewe your idea pa Facebook yawa sponsor for 150 US, they could be 3 or 2 or 1 or none. Because watengeserwa ma-reached iwayo nema-views 1.7. Saka Mark Zuckerberg anokusiya iwe uchifara wakabata 1.7 views apa una cash momwe. Saka the truth is guys inini samai Mandela ndinongoya panapa ndichingodena vanhu ndichingojoka kuti ndinasotaura kuti paFacebook panobuild a future for Zimbabwe we are too divided. And the Facebook yacho inofanira kukonzera chaos. Saka kana musiri planned to use this app yevarungu vana mawere, vana mafudzi, vana sinyoro, vana Auntie Jenny, nana Uncle Jedi, nana Sisimeli, nana Zuva, nana Sami Joe futi, nana Tatilicious. If they don't come together, nechaunga chavo Mark Zuckerberg anowina. Aiwa apa anowina fair and square. Akatowina kudhara. Akatowina. Chatosara panapa kungoti vanhu, especially vane nhamo stereki vanoshandisa Facebook kunge zvinonzi uchaona hama dzako ipapo, your boyfriends or whatever, tichafa nema heart attack nema-blood pressure, nema-cholesterol, nema-osteoporosis, nema-arthritis, nezvimwe zvirwere zvinogwambisa ma-veins, because we are living in denial and we keep looking at this computer hoping one day it will give us a solution. Yeah, you will hope one day it will give us a solution. But how long has social media been going on for? I came 2 years ago because when I was with my other English profiles, they're quite boring because it's only family. That's what Facebook was produced for. Facebook was produced so that you get in touch with your people, but not on an industrial level like the way we Zimbabweans are using it as an industrial level. Who was ever successful on Facebook? Can you please tell me one person? If you tell me one person who was ever successful on Facebook, I'll buy you rice and chicken. Tell me one person who was ever really successful on Facebook. It's an illusion. I'll give you an example. Okay? Like I said, 1.7 million years surveyor. The chances are you're just going to get publicity and get one business partner who buys to your ideology. You've seen when they advertise their kitchen parties and everything else, right? A person who gets 5,000 views or 3,000 views or 1,000 views, akaita party yake, why is it that we have 50 or 80 people? Ask yourselves that. This Facebook is designed for the face, not for the tangible human being. Makadiko, pote mchino kaka gogo kwe. Yeah.
So,
Saka
my Mandela, you just provoked something here. In line with what Masimba was saying, you know what? I want to bring some controversy here because Masimba, he was saying, Argunyora Tsamba Kuma lawyers, vagadzirise vaite restore the legal system yaka siyaonongwana vamugabe. I'm going to say something profound here. I'm going to defend Mugabe vigorously from his grave. I repeat, I want to defend RG Mugabe for the things that, you know, people don't know because they don't understand how the system works. They don't have a clue of the functions of the state and its institutions. They do not know even the Mawere saga, SMM, that the presidential powers that were used, they were used by other people to say, President, sign up, Tishandise. Am I talking to somebody here? Mugabe, clearly Mawere said it, and I want to give Mawere credit on that. Mugabe had nothing to do, he had nothing against. In fact, Mugabe ndiye akatofavor Mawere kana taura chokwadi. But the system, am I talking to somebody here? The system under Mugabe pinned Mawere down to nothing. And those one pakashanda presidential powers. It now explains what I'm saying right now. That Mnangagwa is told, put your signature here, or you go down. Now, people don't know. I'm trying to sort of justify and not talk cheap politicking. Hey Mugabe. I want now to challenge through Masimba or anybody. No. Do we know what really happened? This is time. It's about time we try to reflect on ourselves. Like my Mandela is saying now, who are we? Are we just talkers, dreamers? We don't believe it's around. Nasina mwana kuti ndowangu kana zvaipa onzindi ningi ndiyani andidira pombi yemvura yandanchiimba yaja anzibvunzai mukwasha ndoka syndrome kari muZimbabwe vanhu vari kudya nyama vakanyarara vakati zi on the other hand tsangira yakadaidza masanctions. We are not going to stop talking now. Taakutaura Tsangirai is being blamed for calling for sanctions. Tsvangirai, yes, he was pushing the agenda for sanctions because of him being a vehicle driver. But vanhu
Okay, can I
vakakonzera kuti
hold
Zimbabwe
you
mune
there?
masanctions
Can I hold you there,
vapenyu
Sekuru?
varipo, then they are human
Can
rights
I,
lawyers.
Sekuru,
They are
Sekuru?
human rights lawyers.
I'm sorry, Sekuru, to stop you there. I'm just going to compare this to a very petty issue. Okay? Tsvangirai looked for sanctions, hoping that they would just be 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years. Okay? And then we feel the squeeze, and then the ones who gave us the sanctions, also be some sanctions. It happened to me in Muri yangu. To my teenager twangu dared me kuti they can go to social services, right? And I said, guys, kwamuda kuenda uko kumawere tinogona kusadzoka ikoko. But they dared and they pushed, right? But vangoriwo ma-teenagers, I won't put any blame on them. But kwavakaenda uko vakatozonyura vese and havachatotrust social services sezvazviri vana vangu. They hate social services, Sekuru. Saka I can relate to that. Kwaunenge uchifunga kuti uri kunobatsirwa ikoko ndiko kwavanokutocha. Paunovaudza kuti aiwa tauda kudzokera kumba kwedu isusu tiri ma-teenagers, vanokudza kuti aiwa hamusi kudzokera kumba. Motaura kuti aiwa inga tisi takauya musocial services 1 ivo ubva wati aiwa hamusi kudzokera kumba. That's the same thing yakaitwa ivo atsvangirai kuti kochibvisai kama-sanctions ko zvaakuita seiko aiwa tikuda zvakati zvoenderera. Go ahead.
Sabina wakutaurisa iwe watanga.
Go ahead.
Signora,
Can I correct something,
Sabina?
Masimba,
Danyararo.
can I correct something? Tsvangirai, Morgan Tsvangirai, muzukuru wevanjanja. And handisi kutaura kuti muzukuru wedu. Mukoma futi wamawere Sale. He is being blamed for calling for sanctions. Hamuna kunyatsondinzwa musha. Vanhu vakanegotiata at that high level, vapenyu. They are human rights lawyers. Yo Masimba, nda kuti utsvage munhu anonzi Bob Black. He will tell you he was in that room. He mentioned this in my life too. Kuti Tsvangirai anoblemwa zvinhu zvaasina kuita. What am I saying here? If you are a vehicle driver, you are responsible. If you are a vehicle driver, if you are a CEO, if you are a president, you are responsible. But you are not the perpetrator. Tsvangirai ndo kana akaudza vanhu anga ari mujipa weZANU-PF. Very principled. Akaramba kuti no, hatingaisi ma-sanctions. Vana veZimbabwe vangatambudzika. Ivo ma-human rights advisors, malawyer yake, one of them, avari mutori mu-top 5 human rights activists. Ndo vakapusha kuti muZimbabwe muine ma-sanctions. Dimikira ndataura rekuti kana munhu pabiwa nyama vanopukuta muromo. Izvo zvakanyarara. Munongedzera vanhu vasirivo. I'm alluding to what Mandela just said. There's confusion. Yevanhu vasina chavainacho vanongoita bling bling nembasa dzekukwereta paFacebook palapo. Kanonga ka syndrome muZimbabwe. Kana zvanaka ndezvedu, kana zvikashata ndenhingi. And remember where this is coming from. I'm saying to Masimba, I want to challenge you, Masimba. You were saying Dom Mugabe is responsible for the collapse, legal system. Mugabe was not involved on the SMM. Vanhu vakabika mutemo kuita mutemo wokudzipa mawere. Right? Asi Mugabe, it is vana mudede. Right? Nana Shamyarira, Nana Msipa.
Saka Mr. Mawere.
Mawere akataura ega kuti Vamawere vakataura vega pano zvandikutaura ndikafara ndikati apa ataura chokwadi hapana azvinzwa. Mugabe akataura kuti kondi kungonzwa kunzi wewe zvatakakuitira hazvisi interfere munyaya iyoyo. Zvikanzi nyaya inofanira kutaurwa naMP wokudunhu kwaMawere kumashava uku. Aive MP Baba Musipa is late now, rest in peace. So what I'm saying, ndikutovhura vanhu maziso kuti kune munhu anoti constituency ndeyangu. Manje Mawere halume kuno kuMidlands ndekwangu, ndiMusipa uyu. Ndibva charongwa, ndibva chabikwa, vamisa mutemo. I'm saying this profound kuti vanhu vanzwisise what I said earlier kuti we blame each other tinonongedzerana and yet chokwadi chiripo. And the good thing is I'm giving an example yenyaya yekutsviridza SMM. Mawere, Mugabe was on Mawere's side, but Mugabe had no powers to defend Mawere. Instead, he was used. These presidential powers were used by the system. What is Senior saying here? Do we know what a system is? System is not a one person. It's not an individual. Pindura masimba kuti hazvisiri zvere.
Aiwa, taura yakapindura
no hand
hapedzi
on SMM.
We're listening.
Where people angopindura ipapo so that people understand kuti I'm not hallucinating. Mawere said it eloquently here. And I liked it kuti pakaita controversy kuti they were trying to say president Mugabe akati aiwa bvunzai vamusipa. He was a very disciplined man. Chiangu akasungwa mai vake vakaenda pa-airport papa. Kuti mwana asungwa kani kuti Mugabe anga asipo for days. Zikazi mwana upi? Kazi Philipi. Aitei. You know, very sarcastic. Zikaza iyo inoda vachihuri. All I'm trying to say is, well, let's do an audit. Let's do a check Zimbabwe. That's not how the square. Because right now Mugabe is 6 feet down. We are still suffering. People are still stealing. The economy is worse than his time. Saka arukubanyama ndiani? Who is the system driver? #Primazito.
Sekuru Nika, I think I can't reach to 960 years Takataurwa na Ian Smith. So I personally think I'm going to be very successful in just preaching love. Love one another. That's important because I don't see any solution ahead.
So true, very true.
We must free ourselves than to wait for the government to free us by concentrating at where we are, the power of now. I think the power of now is very important to Zimbabweans in diaspora, but it's to the Zimbabweans in South Africa actually, and in Zimbabwe, that word is for the rich. The power of now. It's a fight. It's a war. And we can't sit here and watch too. You see? So it's a dichotomy.
You know, you have just provoked me again in a good way. What you've just said now is profound. It's either now or never. Now or no, never, or never. It's us who have got to free ourselves. Can I provoke somebody here? There are no human rights. America, United Nations, there are no human rights. Zimbabwe is a case study. Zimbabwe is a case study to what I've just said. They better call them something else. It is a statement which supports what you've just said. We've got to fight for ourselves. It reminds me, somebody posted the other day, Pine Live, and Kwangu Jet. When a person goes to university to study political science, the question was, do you think he's doing it for somebody, or it's an investment they're investing for themselves? And the answer is, if somebody goes to study political science, it deals so that can alarm office, they know how to manipulate people. No one can invest in education for the nation.
The future Prime Minister of England, the future Prime Ministers of England have been selected already, maybe for the next 30, 40 years. Vari kutodzidziswa so muzvikoro zvacho investment.
Muzukuru wabva nekupi kunai muzukuru wakuzondibatisa pana pane magezi. Do you know Mugabe was a Jesuit?
Was what?
I'll break it down in 5, 10, 20. I'll break it down in 30 seconds. He was a Jesuit. So is Kamuzu Banda. The list is long. People are so ignorant, as if what Senior is saying is news. In question form, was Mugabe not a Catholic? I'm asking you, my Mandela.
Sekuru, can I tell you this joke, right? I went in a cab somewhere in Yorkshire, that's up north in England, and they asked me, where'd you come from? I said, I come from Zimbabwe. And they said, this is where Mugabe comes from. I said, where? They said, here in Yorkshire. His name is Mugabe. He's a white man with a black skin. It was just a funny joke. But it was really coming from a skinhead, somebody who doesn't know much about Africa.
Wow. Wow.
Have you watched Titanic?
So now, I've just asked you a question so that I provide the Titanic.
Sorry,
yes. Thinking about
yes.
Thinking ship.
Have you seen that music when the Titanic ship broke and they tried kuramba vachiridza music until mvura yasvika pavari, and then they had to part. They were almost the last people who parted. Did you watch that part?
Yes, the tide was high.
Sekuru kavakamboedza kamusic kake vanhu vachisinga vakazotarisana vakati iwewe go west mwakaenda south mwakaenda go for yourself. That's me, you, Masimba, and every Zimbabwean.
Ndopatiri pano papa. Ndopatiri panyanza. Munyanza mune chando in the middle of nowhere.
Sekuru na Masimba, please go and play by YouTube my musicians in Titanic when they parted. Vakatraya kumboridza ship ichisinka Masimba ndiwe neZimbabwe tiri kuridza music tozoti iwe shamwari iwe papai papai music yobva yati z magetsi obva ati pwa.
Masimba Mkwasha uri mwana wangu. Masimba Mkwasha uri mwana wangu. Regai ndimbokutaurira zvepasi inini dzimu renyika. Do you know kuti Sabina akagarwa izvozvi? Zvaari kutaura izvi. Ari kutaura zvinhu zvedenga. Ari kutaura zvinhu zvepamweya. Are you aware of that?
Sabina, ndeka baby right now.
Aiwa, chimbosiya sekuru vataure tapozi kwako ikoko iwewe kaita tonenge baba mudiki wangu uchafa nejovhera iwe. Taurai sekuru.
Rasta.
Mangwanani.
Tambira Rasta.
Mangwanani.
Ndavhunduka wena imbwa dzangu dzahukura. Sori zvako wadzadzina sheuri. Dzerisi Godzilla rapinda iro. Muri seiko yeno man.
Woof. The big dog in my back, you know.
Aiwa, imbwa dzangu dzahukura ka because your voice is so husky and manly.
Aiwa, mavoice edu kanopinda nemutinimira wemanzi ezomugidho.
Imbwa dzahukura. Ko muri seiko yellow man na dark man.
Me cool, Mr. Strand, you know, yellow man, nice and cool. Me just cool to be upon the setting. With Mukoma Masimba there.
Ndiwe Rasta, uripo ere.
Andovara, ko bless Magasimba ere. Salute Mukoma. Masimba na Mukoma varapa gandone zita, risikubuda zita.
Blackberry.
Big as Blackberry. How are you? Salute.
Wanna smile, yeah, Blackberry. Rubuda bache.
Big up Elder Blackberry and Elder Masimba. Respect to the maximum to all the people that were Zimbabwean. I Rasta Zimbabwe is a true born Zimbabwean and the first original Rastafarian from the Remba people. Rasta utanga dangwere marasta achabva kumuri.
Kweni makambokuita wani inga makambokuita sevanhu vepaTitanic pai nesuro ndakakuona mughost account muchikuita hama were ndazvitadza matsoka seiko yellow man
nyaya yakaitika Masimba ndakamukuitira bhuku rebenzi kuti aituka vanhu ini izvi zvekutuka vanhu handifarire Masimba was very aggressive.
Munditumidzirawo kakaklipi muchikuita Rasta akanosipaka majika klipi.
Rasta akadini on swear because Masimba was being disrespectful and very, you know, Masimba can be very conniving. Kutsamusa Rasta usvika level roti anoshaya zvekuita vakatonamata.
I'm hosting this. Thank you very much. The others say, I know we joke around here, but to be quite honest, we've got some serious thing going on in our veins, right? So we're just giving Sekuru Senior, you was the one speaking. Saka, let Sekuru Senior speak and then we can introduce the brother in black.
Sabina, on a point of order, you are hosting. Pana caller new and a pinda pana first time caller. BhukuReBenzi. Let's give that caller time.
So if I'm hosting, let me host and then you give me a feedback after I finish hosting. Than to humiliate me. Thank you. Sekuru Senior, please carry on.
German, welcome, German. The Remba.
Yes, Baba.
Sekuru Senior, please get to the point. I'm hosting, I'm not Masimba.
Masvika ichivhiwa pano ndikurayira mukwasha wangu Masimba mwana wangu.
Thank you.
Today ndamboda kuti ndizvinyarare ndati ndizvitaure kuti muzvare Sabina she's speaking she's in high spirit. The examples that she has picked, the last one being the Titanic, that we are in a Titanic 22 right now, all Zimbabweans. The boat is sinking and the sharks are all over.
Rasta, please mute. Sekuru, you've got 2 minutes. You'll be finishing at 11:06 English time here. 2 minutes. And then we go to our brother. Go ahead, Sekuru. 2 minutes.
Sharks are all over. And so, anybody who has heard Signoro say, figure 40 is a very blessed figure. It's blessed, not only blessed, but it's not ordinary. We are in the 40th year into our independence, and things are happening right here, right now. And the ship is sinking. Pabva pataurwa chaipo 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 pane nyaya yeZimbabwe. Munamato ese, kutsanya kwese, manyepo ese epolitics, zvese zvakaramba. The boat is sinking, the ship is sinking. Zimbabwe for Zimbabweans. Only Zimbabweans ininewe tine basa yakataurwa naGushungu are the only people who will liberate ourselves. Zviya zvekuti munhu unotiwo maoko sebofu uchifunga kuti pana president kana kansela achakupa freedom. It's a joke. So what I'm saying simple is that zvataurwa panapa ndezvepasi. It's not a joke. In particular, the sinking ship.
Yeah, but
Okay,
excuse
Bhukuru,
me,
your chance has come. Yeah?
caller.
Thank you very much, Sekuru. Please don't
Thank you.
interject, please, Rastaman. Your turn will come. Please be civilized, okay? Let's try and prove those who called us baboons wrong. Say you're very welcome to this program. My name is Sabina Ruizi Point 777. Introduce yourself and just add to what Senior Ray said, and we'll give you 2 minutes. Thank you.
Sorry, just to add up to what the last caller was just saying. What is the solution? Because my view is everyone is trying to make Zimbabwe move forward is prosecuted. What's the way forward? Because he is good. Tese tinogona kuungana panapa tichitaura kuti no, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. The moment you start that movement, you end up in prison. And once you are in that prison, you are going to be denied. If you have a lawyer, you are going to sit in there 40, 50 days in prison. So are we fighting a winning war, or we are fighting a war which we already lost? Last caller, may you answer?
No. Thank you. Thank you. Actually,
I'm the one hosting here. Please. Sorry about that. I'm the one hosting. Saka, our guest here, my skills hosting. Well, tomorrow you'll be hosting Mr. Guest. All right. So if you don't have anything to say, thank you for what you've said. Mukoma Masimba, are you there? He's not there. Rasta, please, 2 minutes. Add to what brother said. And what is your name, sir?
Oh, you mean me?
Oh, yes.
Mzingwa Gwaleta Washka.
Bless you, Mr. Mzingwa. Rasta, please add to what Mr. Mzingwa said, and then we'll come to Senior. 2 minutes. No waffling.
So, me coming from a Rastaman's point of view, I'm agreeing with both opinions. And I just want to sum up to say the reason why somebody who tries to do something good is persecuted is because we're already divided. So it comes to which side of the fence you're standing, and it's not about the good that you're about to deliver. So, because we as Zimbabweans right now, there's a power struggle going on that's been going on for a while, and that's been going on since Garfield told Ian Smith and Mugabe and now. But we've never been united like since Zimbabwe isati yanyika. ndipega but ndakabatana because it was a multicultural society ngene marudzi ese, and not only maZimbabwean, pambe nemarudzi akawanda aidosvika kana mumapungubwe kuSouth Africa. Saka unity iya yakapera pakapinda society yatakudhila nayo yemari iyi, because we're new to this society, we're new to its politics. Isu sevanhu asati tatomboadjusta ukaita something unogona kukwadzwa nevanhu vanenge vachifunga kuti uri kwaoposa or something like that. I don't know how to explain it. We're adjusting to a new political system nemari iyo chaiyo monetary system yekuti zvese sevanhu ngatisakwadzirana zvinhu zviri peti. Ichokwadi zvataura naBlaz vataura before Bla Mudzingwa kuti munhu anenge ane chinhu chakanaka asi ndiye munhu anogona kukwadzwa, anogona anga ine kana solution chaiyo munhu yanenge achida kupa kuvanhu, but vanhu they will judge kuti iwewe uri wetribe ipi, uri weparty ipi, uri wechechi ipi, and those other unimportant elements anobva apinda manje muchivanhu chedu. Ndo problem iri kutitadzisa kuenda forward, because then it's either I sabotage your idea instead of ndishande neweka. It's either I'm going to sabotage your idea than work with you, and that spirit I think yekusabotagana ndo yega spirit iri kuja notikanganisa sevanhu vatema Africa. Yes,
I would like to agree with you, bruv, but at the same time not to agree with you.
Okay, it wasn't your turn, sir. It was actually Senior's turn. I said tomorrow you will be a host. It's a good. Oh, bless you. It's all right. Senior, would you like to add there?
Thank you so much. Thank you. I think today is one of those days. So I'm going to just shoot straight, and I'm not going to.
Oh,
hello.
I think Senior is dropped. Let's go back to Mr. Mudzingwa.
Yes, bring Mr. Mudzingwa back.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yes.
Oh, hello. Yes. Just to catch up on my colleague was just saying. Inina, the way I say it is not the way kuti vanutingati no. Tikabatana tingadai. We've been there before. Let's not go behind the bushes about it. Morgan Tsvangirai realized that this country is going wrong way. When he was leader of trade union, and he decided to form a party, of which Mugabe said, "Look, is orchitect. Party yako haurutaka hakuna kwaichasvika." And Morgan Tsvangirai suffered through. I'm not MDC, don't get me wrong. I'm not MDC supporter or anything, but I'm just trying to say the facts. Mugabe, he had the Zimbabwe under control. Ni vanhu vake. Tsvangirai went on to form this party with these young shenanigans, whatever, the chamisa and whatever you call them. They went through hell. Sangati sat aiwa. If there's anything we Zimbabwe, we should support each other. No. We've been there before. We've been there before. Tsvangirai kuzoita azetwa minister, azetwa prime minister. There was a lot of blood shed.
Yes, thank you, sir.
There was elections.
Senior, are you back?
Elections lost.
I'm back. I'm back. Yes.
Yes, please carry on, Mr. Mudzingwa. I just said it's 2 minutes, so you're actually on time. Go ahead, Ka, and then we go to Rasta. if you were listening to Mr. Mzingwa.
So, yes, I was
Or
partly, you know. So here's the thing: we've
do
been
you want
told
him
a
to
lot of lies
summarize?
for many
Do
years.
you want him to summarize for you quick?
No, no, in the interest of time, I think I picked it. If there's an omission, is going to. And we've been lied to about so many things. I think he has just come in immediately after Tataura Nyai, where we are simply saying we need to know what is going on, what has been going on. Now, his question directly was, how possible is it? We're not wasting time or what? I don't know Mr. Mzingwa kana muchinyatsoziva nyaya dzekutaura yepasi kuti kune chinhu chinonzi chivanhu. The spirits are leading and we are all just following behind. Masamba asiyana, muchaona kukoromoka kuchaita vanhu zvamataura kuti ukaita mhosva unosungwa kuita chi zvakapfuura zviya izvi. This is 2020. Kana paina ane mari bhejaneni kuti zvandikutaura izvi Mzingwa, watch press for details. Vari kutomanya manya izvozvi. Things, the pot is boiling. Hakuchisina zviya zvemabiri bobi zvokubata vanhu nezheve vachiita so. Hakuchisina, because anybody who is in the spiritual realm, you are not going to touch them, unfortunately. And it's unfortunate for those who are arrogant. Pamwe ndo vachango suppresswa kana kungobatwa, but that thing is gone, Mzingwa. Hakuchisina. Because I'll just tell you something. Just
Thank you, Senior.
Picture.
Okay, Mkoma Masimba, you're back here. Senior. Here we are trying to teach us. We're trying to teach each other communication, dialogue, and respect. So obviously, when we say you've got 2 minutes, it means you'll have prepared what you want to say and you'll have listened carefully to the other caller. So when we say 2 minutes is done, we shouldn't sound rude by interjecting, with all due respect. That includes you, Mkoma Masimba, but go ahead now.
Thank you very much, Sabina, the hostie. And I'm very sorry, my network is playing up. I missed out some of the things, but they call my brother, the new caller, welcome to BhukuReBenzi. Basically, this book, BhukuReBenzi. I'm dedicating this to right. You asked the question. Each time, everybody wants to see a better Zimbabwe. But how come we end up being arrested? My brother, I'm going to answer is Mkoma Masimba. What have I done for a better Zimbabwe? I wrote a letter to President Mnangagwa a few days ago. In my letter, I told President Mnangagwa, please, let's accept our mistakes by taking back Mtunga Mawere. Let him be your advisor, right? Because Mtunga Mawere, our constitution in Zimbabwe, rough. So that message, Mawere told Mnangagwa, just show Zimbabwe is reforming. Then number two, I went on to tell Mnangagwa, please take Tete Tuda from Star FM. Why say Mnangagwa? So that Mnangagwa, first lady, will focus never, right? Then I went on to tell President Mnangagwa, Mnangagwa, to a hospital, hospital, to a pastor, Mnangagwa hospital. She's the first lady. Robasara first lady, Kutivana Viswakubirekwa, at Namanacha Birko in Salanzam, Zimbabwe. Right? Then at the same time, Tuda Mnangagwa, Taku focus no Tora Vanava South Africa, Nama paper buyer. Right? That's Basara first lady. Right? Then Ruveni got a mutora to miss about payment Pananik Mangwana. To fire Nick Mangwana Basa. Why? Nick Mangwana, I got ignore messages angry personally when I was crying with Zimbabwe. Sagago Basaraki, no Basaki, I can't ignore. Right? So get fire Basa to start with the papa. Then he Chiwenga, Koyoti Paru, Kumdaron Chiwenga, Takom Zoros of Koyoti, to start Dr. Dixon Chibanda. I'm saying about Zimbabwe game no one. Did the best by health minister. Zimbabwe Yanaka Pana Busunga, Pana Dogaropa. Zimbabwe Naka, that's what I did. Where what's some batch? What can I do? The next generation will take this letter and improve. Like what Malcolm X did, just did his speech. That speech we used it today. That's why I'm writing things down. That's my answer this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Okay, so who did you send the letter to?
I wrote a letter, Palo BhukuReBenzi, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Zimbabwe had a problem one. Aripa Harare,
Please answer a direct question. Answer a direct question. Who did you send the letter to?
The letter was a chapter in my book.
Where is the book?
This is the book.
So
just
it means,
a quick question,
please just wait, sir. Your turn is coming. So it means a little bird is just going to come and carry the content and go and give it to President Mnangagwa for you, basically.
After I wrote the letter, then I went on to approach Muningina wa Mnangagwa. Nakapiwa number zake. Anonzi Patrick Mnangagwa. Ampa tsamba yangu. So tsamba yangu iri padhuze kusvika.
How did you give him the letter?
Ndakamunyorera pa WhatsApp.
Could you give me the copy as well on my WhatsApp?
I can do it right now. I can put it here for BhukuReBenzi. Let me copy and
No,
paste.
don't put it now. Don't put it now because it will affect my phone.
Why
yes, go ahead. No, because phone yangu yakaphwanyika. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Matsingwa.
I'll forward it to you.
Yes, sorry, Mr. Matsingwa. We're trying to teach ourselves how to communicate and have a dialogue. That's not as a Trump. As night as a Trump na bit, and it was a bit kindergarten. We want to be better than that. Go ahead,
my
sir.
question, my interrogation question will be to Mkoma Mazimba. Is what you are saying is?
Yes, sir.
Do you think is the best approach to bring the best outcome that will save the Zimbabweans? Because yes, you are writing a book, but millions of Zimbabweans doesn't know about this book. They don't know about the letter, their communication with the first family. Is this going to change Zimbabwe? Because my thinking is action we need to take now is to do what's best for everyone who is in Zimbabwe now, not about your opinions, about my opinion. I can try to communicate with the first family, and I can guarantee you I will not get anywhere, which is the same feeling I'm feeling now that you didn't go far trying to communicate with the president. But action we need to take now is change Zimbabwe, take Zimbabwe forward.
Thank you
What
very much,
action
Mr.
do we need to take
Mzingwa.
forward?
Koma Masimba, could you answer to what Mr. Mzingwa is saying? He's saying that the way you represented your book after saying it, the order or the method you took, it doesn't sound serious enough to a Zimbabwean. And after all, we are millions of people, and here we are just 49, and we are seriously telling us as if that letter was hand delivered. Please reply to what Mr. Matsingwa just said.
Mr. Matsingwa, my brother, welcome to Mkoma Masimba. Okay? Here I'll make you straight here. I wrote a letter, I'm writing a book. Right? You are here, you, not millions of Zimbabwe. I'm telling you, I wrote a letter to the president.
Yeah.
Right? I was expecting to hear from you. Do you agree with my letter or you disagree? If you agree with my letter, I was going to ask you, what have you done about it? I wrote the letter. That means if you agree with my letter, you have to put effort to make my letter go to Mnangagwa. It's teamwork. If you disagree with my letter, then you have to engage with me. We have to discuss. My letter is the best solution for Zimbabwe. And I challenge everyone to come up with a better idea than what I did. That's the only way we can do it. I'm not paid to look for million people. You are here. That's important to me. I'm telling you, I wrote a letter. I put the letter here in comment section right now. Go through the letter. Do you agree with my letter? If you agree with my letter, what are you going to do with it? If you disagree with my letter, what is the best solution from your side? So that I can work with you to make it a better letter. Okay? I don't need to address millions of people. I would rather focus with you who's here. That's
okay,
how I do
Mr.
things. That's what I'm learning from
Matsimba,
my
please, you've got a chance to reply so that we just don't lose this little topic here before we move on.
Yeah, thank you, Nkoma Masimba. But my thinking will be, I'm not your target. If you want to change Zimbabwe, I'm not in Zimbabwe, I'm in United Kingdom. Let's do it for the people who are in Zimbabwe. Let's make them the target to change and help them to change Zimbabwe through your letter to the president.
Okay, Signoro, anything to add, Sakuru? Rasta, go ahead.
Well, I'm just respecting all the different opinions. But one thing I noticed as a Rasta man, sometimes we think we're arguing on things when we are agreeing on things, when we are all saying the same thing, we're in the same direction, but everyone is a piece of the puzzle. So what happens with us Zimbabweans, everyone is equally important in this whole game, right? But there's a country full of educated people which is highly competitive on the world market as far as people kudzidza kwavakaita. Mazimba one reasoning capacity ripumsoro. It's been proven even here, even statistics says it. Saka panotwa neinonzi panowanisa makings ka panogara pane conflict. Zimbabwe nyika yakapfuma stereke. So the history of Zimbabwe ka kubvira payakazotanga kunzi yanyika ichiri Rhodesia ka yange iri nyaya yeupfumi hwenyika yedu. Vanhu vese vavanga vachivinga vachirwira maputukezi vekueurope vamungoziva timu yese yakatouya ikatombokwana musouth lemumeme ichida maresources. Saka havana kumira kuda maresources. We can go on all day and all life tichirwisana nekufunga kuti problem yese iringori ndisu vanhu. But let's have a holistic approach and also address the influence of external forces on our life as Zimbabweans, how they impact us, and how we like to deny that and think that it doesn't take a problem. So I was giving an example on a root diaspora kumusha chotadza kutenga mishini yekugadzira kana mavhiri emota nemarims isusu tichiproduce the raw material chii. Of course machinery is expensive, but it takes kubatanidza mari kuvanhu 10 chete. I've calculated it. It takes kubatanidza mari kuvanhu kana 20 chete kuti compete nezvinongoita marudzi vari kuya kana muaustralia muno maindian 20 vanobatanidza mari vachitenga imba 1 by the end of 3 years. Saka ndakupedza ipapa zvangu nokuti pamwe 2 minutes dzangu dzakwana, but inini handina kubona kubatana kwemazimbabwe noupenyu hwangu wese kubvira ndichizvarwa chero kunoko chero mudiaspora mazimba haana kubatana. Ndakwana marudzi kubatana kwavo maSomalian nemaEthiopian, especially marudzi asingagoni chirungu sesu. Matribe macountries anu asinganyatsigona chirungu ivo they are more united. Isusu bhuku tinogona chirungu to blenda nemarudzi ese. Saka pane maZimbabwe anototi kana vava kunoko vava varungu. Zvese vamutaura zvepolitics zekuzimbabwe hazvina basa navo because kunoko vatove varungu. Vanhu vangatozvinetsa vachifungwa kuti vamwe vanhu mainformal they have sold out, but it's not it. Munhu anenge atochinja kuita murungu akungoitawo zvake zvakutoitawo asinei nenyika yake, kuita vamwe vanenge vachiri attached kunyika yavo.
Aiwa, yezvinezvi free flow, hapasisina guidance, kwakungotaura mudzingwa because tiri vashoma.
Saka inini hangu ndakupedzisa hangu ndichigodhroji inini nyaya yekubatana zvangu mukoma Masimba ungangonyora tsamba wakadini. Everyone has got a brilliant idea, I'm not denying it. Munhu wese muZimbabwe has got a brilliant idea, but a brilliant idea is worthless when there's no unity. Someone is always there to criticize your brilliant idea. Even Masimba might think he's got the best solution, but I bet you any money pana not to oppose zvipi kwezvo zvebenzi chichi. Pamwe nini munhu atoti arasta zvembanje zvakutaura kuti chigorasta ngatidzoti chii. So until that spirit is gone, we as Zimbabweans always have conflict. Sorry, that's all I have to say.
I think we will be going offline kana tikati madiasporans haana kubatana, madiaspora haana kudai. There is a proof vanhu vakarwara, madiasporans akacontributa, vanhu vakabatsirwa mari kuZimbabwe. I might be wrong, I can't name them, but ndinganyepa kuti no, madiaspora hatina kubatana, hatina kudi. However, politics and personal contribution is totally different. Inina I never been to a match of a political match here in London, never. But I can tell you kuti denda ikwira ndege kuenda kumusha today, I'll be in forefront kuno complain ku government, running government. It's not only Mnangagwa. Let's go behind the bushes. It's not Mnangagwa. We've said this before when Mugabe was in parliament, president. We were saying Mugabe, and then people we realized no, it's not Mugabe. And the results are now Mugabe is gone, dead, and we in a worse position. This just tells us, yes, we can say the person who's sitting on the high chair is to blame, and forgetting all those who surrounding him, like Nikki Mangwana and all those people. Let's face the facts. Zimbabwe will need total regime change. You can change Mnangagwa today and put whoever, Chinamasa, whoever you want to put to tomorrow, will be in a worse position. So let's not say, no, Ataruku diaspora, this is no. It is about what people believe. People are good at diaspora. They are tired and sick. As for me, anyhow, I'd rather help my own family rather than Batsira great man Uchaga Uche or this and that.
Okay, sure. So, Mr. Mangwiro, if I may want, if I can come in there, nyama bata inofanga kuti ivhura maziso. Don't you think it's more productive that we begin to talk how do we demystify kamwe yake kusabatana than repeating the same song because we now know, and trying to find out in retrospect icho chakakonzera kuti vanhu vana vanyamunhu vaparadzane chii. Now, I'm going to say there's one thing that we should not forget. Kunyangwe tafarisa sei, the issue of colonization, the subject of colonization, is still at play. I don't care what the international systems say to try and bring in human rights, to demystify, to make us forget, say, no, let's not talk about this. We have to talk about that because they are not to divide and conquer. You divide the African, the black men, and confuse them so that they don't even know who they are. That's what they did. And as long as I don't know who I am, as long as Mangwiro, you don't know who you are, as long as we don't know who we are as a people, Natichi as a people, we will continue to be divided in style, because the divide and rule is no longer in the old fashion. It's coming in different new modernized systems. Am I making sense here?
I've lost you, sir.
We are divided because of colonization. The colonization, if it is a drug, it is still in the bloodstream.
No. I agree to differ there here.
No, you can't say no.
Zimbabweans,
Ask me a question.
no.
Ask me a
Listen,
question. Hold on. I'm glad, Sabina, you have introduced the subject of communication. My prayers have been answered. I'm the one who suggested that I think we should introduce a topic here, communication. And the rule matrix is we do not speak on each other's voices.
no,
But
yeah, I agree.
we have to beg to differ. It's okay. But the most important thing is to find out where one is coming from.
True.
I beg your pardon. I always say, we used to say when Monash Taura, I beg your pardon. We no longer hear that.
True.
People are quick to fighting, and the third party who is watching, because you're no. I'm not saying it in a bad way. Could be a yes. Maybe because of my failure with Nataja Kuzi express. But I'll take a side. But before I do that, I want to overemphasize this point so that we understand. Takaunzirwa ruvengo mukati medu. Tikaunzirwa masystems anoita kuti tivengane. I was born in the 69. Most people understand zvaitika nguva kutengesana, vanhu vamwe chete vachitengesana, munhu akaenda kutauni onzi mutengesi, anodzoka achipinda busy nemacomrades. Right? So I'm not talking about zvisina kuitika. Mweya uchiripo kunyeperana. Okudza vamunangaka kunzi sinyoro imhandu. Hapana mwana weZimbabwe anonzi mhandu. All I'm saying here is that spirit akuzi kuda kwedu kuti we are divided. We should pray for each other. Pray. No, there is something that is trending. But it's a very big issue to understand. We have to acknowledge that we were colonized. And if you don't accept your challenge, I give it back to you, my brother. I want to hear what you say. Your other comment from
I might just say my battery is only 1%. It can just cut off any time. My apologies. However,
bless you. It was nice to meet you. Yeah.
However, to try to respond to what my brother was just saying is, are we still colonized? By who? Because you told me about colonization in 1969, and we believe Zimbabwe got independence 79, 80. So why are we worse off than we were before 79?
Do you want me to quickly respond? Number one,
this is...
Oh, sorry.
Most Zimbabweans are worse off than they were under Smith. In Ian Smith, yes, there was brutality, but it was white versus black. There was no black versus blacks. No blacks people kill black people, which you just read in front or here on television. Like what happened in August last year. Any blacks want to protest now, their answer is a bullet. Ian Smith never did that. My knowledge. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I really appreciate your challenge, and inini kana ndotaura zvinonzwika. Ndamotaura panapa ndikati, I'm not contradicting myself. Mugabe was a Jesuit. Those who don't know what a Jesuit is somebody who is a spy amongst yourself. But fortunately, he got a wake-up call, I don't know how and from where. But Jamuka Nuvava mu Jesuit, and he liberated the black people through the land, and he spoke profound. We all know that. Saka munhu uya akanga akaiswa musaga akabuda musaga. Now, do you know that maybe this will help to explain or to answer you? We are still using a colonial system. Are you aware of that? We are using a borrowed Dutch constitution, which favors the elite. And I'm in that fight where right now.
Dutch will never colonize Zimbabwe.
Let me explain. I'm in that fight where I am fighting the government of Zimbabwe. That they have been talking and we have been fighting on the compensation of land improvements by the white commercial farmers. I told my colleagues this is where it is going. Can I finish, my brother? I told my colleagues that kwazviri kuenda vanhu havari kungoshandisa chirungu chokungotibata kumeso. Mbavha inogokombanzetwa sei. But the long and short, what is happening? The system that we are using is a Dutch common law as per fraudulently signed Lancaster House Agreement, which stated that 20 seats were supposed to be given free of charge. Varungu, they did not contest for the 20 seats. Number two, these people, they should be using a Dutch common. Imagine, we are independent, but we are forced through a Lancaster House Agreement to be using a Dutch common law constitution. Are we not educated? Are we not wise? Don't we know what we want? So what am I saying here? 40 years after independence, amendment ye constitution. Avatombozivi kuti constitution yacho yakatodhakwa. Ine ma-symptoms nema-syndromes nechii zvese zvasmi chakangochinja ijacket chete. You get my point? When you talk of the system yamataura iyaya, system is not an individual. It is the way things are done.
Can you tell me the current government is following constitution now? Their constitution, they ask a redraft of constitution. Are they following it?
We are using a Dutch common law.
It's gone. Well, summing up to me, Zimbabwe, they have a common constitution, they redraft constitution, but no one is following it. Even the president doesn't know follow his own constitution. There you go. I don't know what he's trying to say. And it's the first time I hear about this Dutch common constitution he's trying to talk about, but there we are. And over, Sister Sabina.
Yes, thank you very much. I think we've just finished. Is there anyone else who would like to speak? Yes. So whereabout in England are you? Are you up north?
No, I'm London. I'm about 30 minutes away from London.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm in Kent.
In Kent, yeah. Is it good there? Can you hear me? Yeah, I think Mr. Matzinga said his battery is going to be gone in. It was 1%. I think Mukoma Masimba as well is not there. Okay? So I personally think we can say good night, Mr. Matzingba. Can you hear me? Yeah, I think Mr. Matz. Yes, all right, guys. Is there anyone else still here? Yes. Okay, bless you guys. It's been a beautiful discussion. It's been a beautiful long day. Okay. Big up to Zimbabweans. Okay, we're doing a big job here. Just be strong. Rome was not built in a day. The power of now. Look after yourself first before you look after anybody else. The world is selfish. Sometimes you gotta be selfish. Okay? God bless you guys. Love you very much. Amai Mandela. I'm out. Bye.
Yeah, man. Where the people them? Hello?
Rasta,
Anybody
baby.
there?
What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
Rasta? How was the
Yeah,
show?
man. Big up to the man called Blama Simba and big up to all the Zimbabwean massive in the place and the man called Rasta Zimbabwe in the house. Big up the man called Masimba rolling in the garrison, pan the garrison in the morning to run this tune one more time, Rasta Zimbabwe for the people them. Zvinhu zviyedzwa chemberekwa chivi yakabika mambwe ikamwa moto zvinhu zviyedzwa
Ingakotre Maxine rukunaka zingete kotire. Adoro kunaka mdara.
dore rononzi vhibhiro rinovava but kari nekamunakiro karo zvakataurwa natuku kuti chimwe nechimwe chine manakiro acho mbozwa ndiri dore roitori mhiripiri but iyo mhiripiri pano mwandoti mhiripiri inonaka
Apa ndakakecha kabhebhi kekumoza mdara ndikutonda nako kumageto kana furenguka ndikusipagwa Rasta.
moza akatoreka one tikaone ndiratidzeka
Aiwa itested Rasta, itested akazaiza azvidi kamera kanozoka
chenjera kuti timu yana Frank Kauldoka inogona kudzikisira malevel pane mamwe mamwe akatori nice uchasangana nawo muupenyu saka zvinoitika hope dzandakarota nezuro ndakarota kukwira pamusoro pegomo wasikwira pamusoro pegomo
Rasta zvanda kuita pana Rasta ndakuda hivi Rasta report karandika saka
yes
kata phone for now, you know why? Haite mtaure nemi chitaura kachidriver so aibude manje tozodzoka after 30 minutes.
aiwa hamsafambe muchidriver muchityaira azvibvumidzwe izvozvo zvakatodhakwa saka imi muchifamba zvakanaka imimi mubhiyevha ikoko makadzikama muchinakirwa nelife muchiziva chiko muri kubva nekwamuri kuenda handiti bless up drive nice and safe my brother, you know, look up on yourself now, behave yourself wherever you're going. Yes, I behave yourself.